Coming up on Nicole Reacts With, Paula Placido expresses her fears about coming onto my show.
I'm terrified that a snake is just gonna just pop out of nowhere and eat me.
Which truly upset me because now she ruined the surprise. Great. That's great.
Yeah, I have a question because it's gonna bother me. How do you eat a is the question.
Mine's embarrassing. How do you eat a
God damn it.
I then get mad at Paula for no reason. Girl.
What?
Cat?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Please speak a language that I also speak. So we begin to speak cat. Then Paula makes a shocking revelation.
I'm as gay as they come. Come on.
You're gay?
Oh, this is my coming out.
You heard it here first, folks. Exclusive.
I am a Lebesian.
She tells me about her true love.
I love a girl with a nose.
You love her?
I love her.
And I tell her mine. We love Ohio. We love Ohio, right?
I've never been.
Just play along. But she doesn't care about mine.
I don't want to.
Mija. And things only get worse from there.
I need your opinion like I need a in my.
You what?
Huh? Yeah?
What?
You can hear.
Oh, science. Women in STEM, ladies and gentlemen. Will Paula and Nicole ever resolve their beef? That's what makes it hip hop.
Yeah.
Find out on this episode of Nicole Reacts With.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Nicole Reacts With. I am joined today by a very special guest. I am so excited to finally be sitting down and talking with her. You might know her from Shameless. You might know her from Apples Never Fall. You might know her from Sugar. And of course, I'm sure, if you're watching me, you definitely know her from the L Word Gen Q. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Paula Placido. Wow, so many people in the audience.
Yeah.
You drew a crowd today.
Yeah, I do that.
Thank you for coming. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having me. I got excited when you asked me to do this because
good.
I love your videos and I think they're fucking hilarious. So.
Thank you. It's been a minute since I last saw you.
I was thinking that today when I was getting ready. I was like, when was it? And it was
like a year and a half. It was January 2020.
Two.
When did the L Word end?
23.
That.
Yeah.
An unsanctimonious ending for us all. But you got to be part of it, which is really exciting.
Yeah.
And we will get to that.
Yeah.
But not yet. We have other things to talk about.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning because you have a very interesting life. You were born in DR, raised in Florida, currently live in LA, but you also got family in Colombia, Brazil, Argentina. Have you considered slowing the down or staying in one place?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, I had to do all that because of my parents.
Oh, okay. Not your choice.
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't actually even want to go to Florida. I didn't want to leave Dominican Republic.
I don't blame you.
I would
have stayed in DR.
Dude, I had so many friends. All of my family was there, so I didn't want to go to Florida.
How old were you when you left DR?
I had just turned 6, so it was
wow.
to start kindergarten or first grade, whatever.
Okay, so you did most of your schooling or all of your schooling in the States.
Yeah.
Was it hard to learn English?
I was bragging about this the other day to my friend Roberto, who he's Mexican, kind of similar story. And I was like, yeah, I was only in ESOL for 2 years. And he was like, I was in it for 6 months. I was like, and he's a doctor now. Yeah.
Some of us take a little extra time.
I liked playing outside. I didn't really like to be in a classroom, but.
Did you play, when you were in DR, did you play baseball outside?
We played pitilla.
What's that?
Pitilla is, so it's ghetto baseball.
Is it with the
bottle caps? Yeah, you know those big gallons of water?
Yeah.
They're like little mini Frisbees, and we play with a broomstick.
Well, I've seen that. You're from Francisco de Macorís, right?
Yeah.
I've been there.
What were you doing there?
My best friend from high school is Dominican.
Okay.
She grew up in the Heights. Well, she grew up in DR, in San Francisco de Macorís. And I went with her to her house there. And that was the first time that I saw kids playing with a bottle cap and a broomstick. And I was like, that's why they're fucking good.
Yeah.
Because then you come to the States and you have something 3 times as thick to hit with and a big ball. Going from hitting something like this to this is easy. Yeah. It must be easy.
Yeah. I remember Sammy Sosa, he had his mitt was made out of a cardboard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why they're good. Yeah.
It's also, I think, just in Dominican blood in general.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, New York, Yankees, like New York, DR, it's like
I know.
that connection.
You're a Yankee fan, I think. You look like you would be smart enough to be a Yankee fan.
Yeah, yeah.
That's just my opinion.
I mean, I should be a Marlins, I guess, because of Florida.
They're really bad.
Right? I know.
They're f***ing horrible.
I know, they were never good.
Just watch
No.
basketball then if that's the case.
That's what it is.
Do that.
Yeah.
What was it like being so like worldly? I feel like at a younger age. Like, how do you think that affected you as a person and also like as an actor?
I mean, it confused the out of me.
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, because my dad's Argentine, my mom's Colombian. I was always, I'm Dominican.
Yeah.
And then all my Colombian friends are like, oh, introducing me to their parents. Oh, this is my Colombian friend who thinks she's Dominican. And like, yeah, my entire life.
And why are they even introducing you as your nationality? Like, that's also random.
Well, you know, I don't know.
They were just trying to like help you come out of the Colombian closet, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I think everyone gets mad when you don't pick that one specific country and like
Yeah.
rep it.
Yep.
So like when it comes to like soccer, I'm always like repping Argentina.
Ooh.
And then all my Colombian friends are like, why don't you even own a Colombian jersey? And I'm like, because y'all never win.
Ooh! Actually, me and my wife were just talking about this.
I mean,
when we
y'all
eating.
did just win this last game, but
Yeah. Well, Argentina won the World Cup, right?
they win what matters.
Damn.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, folks. She is starting fights everywhere. Yeah, we were just talking about that. She was like, she's Colombian Argentinian. Who did she, like, does she wear both? I said, no, I saw you
Yeah.
with the Messi. It was Messi, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Of course. I mean, come on. And that's a little guy, too. He's like, what, like 5'5",
He's my
5'6"?
height?
No.
Not today.
Close.
Not today.
Today he's your height. Today he's your height. Today you're his height.
I gotta say, I didn't grow up watching soccer, so to me, like, I guess I don't have an emotional attachment, but I can imagine that you have.
I don't actually, because
No.
I mean, my dad had it my dad retired, and that's why we all went to Florida. My dad lived in New York for
Okay.
like his forever.
Okay.
Retired, did what New Yorkers do when they retire. They go to Florida. So I grew up there, and every single day of his retirement, he's just watching football on TV, and
Nice.
I hated it. I hated it, and that's why I started watching basketball.
Oh. It was a rebellious thing.
Yeah, it was just like, yeah, no, you guys all have that. I'm gonna do something different, but
You're like,
yeah.
I'm American.
yeah.
I'm gonna watch an American sport, basketball. And we got one Dominican player now. Like,
Well, no, you got Karl Anthony Towns too.
who that?
He's like the center for Minnesota Timberwolves.
You're keeping tabs on the Dominicans.
I have to.
I mean, they don't play basketball, so I would be.
There's a couple. That's it.
Well, my wife is Colombian, and we keep track of the Colombian baseball players, and I think there's like been one in our recent memory. There's not too many.
Are y'all like baseball people?
Yeah, she's a Mets fan,
Ah.
and I'm a Yankee fan, so I just like pity her most of the time.
Yeah.
Because they suck.
My family's Mets and Jets.
They have a horrible life. I feel so bad for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all love. I go to Mets games with her all the time, actually, because we're from Queens and the Mets play in Queens, so it's easier to go to there than the Bronx. But they have good food there. It keeps you distracted from all the losing.
Yeah.
So we have a
yeah.
good time.
I mean, and the tickets are probably cheaper too,
Yes.
right? Yeah, there you go.
100%. It's a discount. Besides acting, we know you're a good actor. Blah, blah, blah. You're so good.
Thank you.
What a lot of people might not know is that you are a painter,
Yes.
an artist. I don't know if you have done anything recently.
Yeah, I'm painting a lot, especially like this year. I've been painting a lot more. I moved into a new place and I just turned my entire patio into like
A
a whole
studio?
workspace. Yeah.
Ooh, very good.
But I don't like selling it. I have a really hard time putting like a price on it.
That's hard.
So I just kind of hoard my art or give it to my friends and like that.
I want to tell you, I'm a fan.
Shut the up. Why would you do that?
I am a fan. And no, because your art is so good.
I'm dead.
So good. So if you're not selling it, you should be, at least on a shirt, because
That's
this was
wild.
my favorite one. Let me move
I
this.
still have that one. That's actually in my kitchen.
Okay, well, maybe I'll buy it one day. I'll make some money.
That's funny. I hate you.
It's my favorite because I actually, obviously, like, I love the human body, and the details in the hands are so intricate. It's giving very much Jack Dawson. He loved to draw hands. If you
Oh,
remember.
yes.
He's like, oh, you must have had a love affair with her. Only her hands. She was a one-legged prostitute.
That, I swear to God, that never gets fucking old.
What?
The Jack references.
Why? Do you get a lot of that?
Yeah.
For what?
Every girl is like, just paint me. Like one of your French girls. I'm like, yeah, okay, but you got to do with the French girls.
Ooh, you gotta get the heart of the ocean. So, I mean, keep in mind, I
Okay,
could edit
okay.
everything out.
I got it.
Have you painted somebody like a French girl?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
interesting. I'm intrigued.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good on that.
And scene. Besides that, you also love to cook. You love to run. Anybody who follows her on Instagram will know she loves to cook and run. Maybe that's really what you do all day, according to your Instagram story.
Yeah, I know. I'm really bad about posting stuff.
That's
but
fine.
But the food, I get excited about the food, and I'm like, look what I made.
Girl, me too. You have A1 presentation. Gordon Ramsay would not curse you out. He would give you a pat on the back, I believe.
You know, that's also like, it's a love language too. Like, you know,
Yes.
cooking. Like, I enjoy cooking every single day and trying different things for my partner or my
Whoever's there.
whoever's there. Whoever's
I know.
there.
I know. I love cooking for my wife. Right now we have a cousin living with us. So now I have to like actually cook more than I'm used to because I'm not used to feeding a man. And they eat like double.
Yeah.
So like the first time I fed him, he was like,
More,
still
please.
hungry. I was like, oh, sorry. I'm just so dainty. I'm not used to this. But
What do you cook?
whatever. Like I like to do like some Ecuadorian dishes that my grandma taught me. Like we have something called like seco de pollo. But I realized that everybody makes that differently. So it's like an orange chicken with like white rice.
Okay.
I like to just like made like grilled chickens or salmon, lots of vegetables. Try to fill up the plate with that. But I understand what you mean with like language of love because I love to like do that for them or whoever wants to eat. And then I love when they like it.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this is good. I'm like, I know I did that.
and then they get used to it, and then they're expecting.
And
it
then
all
the
time.
day
It's
you
like-
don't want to cook,
Yeah.
they're like, what's for dinner? I'm like, whatever the you buy because I'm in a
But-
bad mood.
There you, there
That's
you go.
what.
What you buy, because also like if I see someone in the kitchen, then I get like really like
Anxious.
What are you doing? Why is that knife there? Like, are you gonna clean that as soon as like you use it? Like I get like real crazy about it.
You're a cleaner while you cook?
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Because by the time you're done, you don't want to have to do
No,
anything.
no.
Just like wipe the counter. Get out of my way. You want to wipe the counter, and that's it. I don't want to see like mess after I eat.
Right.
That's the most depressing thing I could ever think of.
But something's wrong with me because I like as soon as I start eating, I'm also cleaning, and I'm like I actually never sit down and enjoy it.
We have the same problems.
Yeah.
Wow. We should start a support group. Who can't relax after cooking. I think it just
Ever.
encompasses the whole entertaining aspect. Like you're cleaning, you're cooking, you're cleaning. You just want to take care of it all. And if anybody enters your kitchen, yeah, get the out.
Yeah.
I feel you.
Oh
on
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So you also like to run. And my question is, what are you running from?
Wow.
The only thing I run from is my problems. And that's as far as I can get. And I don't even bust a sweat.
That's what it is.
That's like a great form of, I guess, like exercise and maybe like therapy.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't been running so much lately. I've been more into jump roping.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I don't know. Maybe I just like looking at myself in the mirror while I'm running.
Ooh. Do you do like the crisscross and the like figure eights?
Okay, I'm not doing all that, but I
Okay.
do a little like one
All right.
of those.
Have you ever done double dutch?
When I was a kid,
Yeah. Can you still? Do you think you
I
could still
don't-
do it?
maybe.
I was always like too scared to jump into a double dutch. I always thought like I was gonna get whacked in the face.
Yeah.
And it also looks impossible. Like I think it's just magic.
Well, I mean, when you're, I don't know. I'd give it a try. But I don't know if I'm doing it with a bunch of little kids, I might get intimidated, and then they're gonna like kids are mean. They will bully the out of me, and I'm like,
Girl.
I don't know.
I don't know if you know this, but I am a music teacher. I'm a private music
Yes.
teacher. And so I teach kids. I'm with them all day long privately. So it's just one-on-one. And some of them really just say how they feel, tell me how old I am, how I don't know about anything.
Oh,
One girl was
no.
like, do you even know who Selena is? And I was like, yes, I know who Selena is.
Oh.
Not Gomez.
I knew.
I know not Gomez.
Oh, more.
She was probably named after Selena, the real Selena, the first.
I think she was.
They try to play me.
Yeah.
They try to play me at every moment
Yeah.
that they can.
You know, I think about that a lot too. Like when I was a kid, I used to think I was so much smarter than my parents, and then I realized they were just tired and they didn't want to. Like, they were just like, "Go, yeah, sure, I'll believe that."
It's not even like worth the conversation.
Yeah.
Aside from cooking, acting, you have been traveling. You spent 6 months in Australia, right?
I think it was like four,
Okay,
four
sorry.
or something like that.
4
But
months.
yes.
Basically.
Yeah, all right.
That's a
whatever,
long
who's counting?
time. I dream to spend like 3 days there.
No, you can't do 3 days.
No, I know.
It's going to take you like
3 days to get there.
Yeah.
No, my fantasy, like that's like my dream place to go. Like I've always wanted to go. But tell me about Australia.
Oh, man. I think about it like at least like once a week. Like
awesome.
Australia is literally like everything about America that you love, and without all the stuff that you hate.
Okay.
You got mountains, you got beautiful beaches, crazy wildlife.
That was another question.
It's like Florida on steroids in a way.
Did you see anything crazy that like could kill you?
No, I don't think so. But I was like warned about everything, and then I kind of went and did almost everything that could put me in the danger zone. And
Well, that's
fortunately, I didn't.
Look at that, folks. Don't listen to warnings. Just do what you got to do and you'll live.
Okay, so like what happened was I was in Australia for like a long time, and I had a lot of downtime, and the time zone difference with my family, I was kind of like, I was getting really restless. So I got to a point where I was like, I'm gonna go skydive, or I'm gonna like, so I rented a car. I didn't do the skydiving, that was the last thing on my list, but I rented a car, I went like all over a bunch of mountains. I swear okay, so they call it bushwalks. They don't call it hikes. Here we call it hikes.
Bushwalk.
Yeah. I was the entire time I'm walking through like the hills of these mountains, I'm terrified that a snake is just gonna like just pop out of nowhere and eat me. Nothing happened. I took like a 3-day scuba diving course.
That's cool.
I'm terrified of open water.
Same.
And in Australia, you got sharks, you got crocodiles, and you got, saltwater crocodiles.
It's worse.
Yeah. And then on top of that, you have like tiny little microscopic jellyfish that will
Paralyze
sting you
you.
and you're dead. You won't
Kill you.
Yeah, kill you.
Love
kill
that.
you.
Love that.
And I'm not that great of a swimmer.
Oh. So you put yourself into some interesting situations.
I said,
then.
God, just if it's gonna happen, let's just do it.
So are you scuba certified?
I am.
Scuba Steve. Love that.
Never. I don't think I'm gonna actually ever put it to use.
No,
so
I'm
I don't
terrified of
know.
open water.
Yeah.
Like, I've done snorkeling. And like once, I think it was like in DR, we were dropped in the middle of the ocean out of the boat. And like I was calm until I looked in the water with my goggles and I saw that it was just, it was so vast. And I was like, no.
You couldn't see the floor.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not
Yeah.
at all. I just saw everybody's little dangling feet. And I'm like, we look like food to whatever wants to come out. and eat
Yeah.
us. And I started to like panic and get back on the boat.
I think the thing that scares me the most is going deep enough where, so you go really deep, and then when you start coming up, you're supposed to kind of like, I don't remember like exactly how many meters, but you're supposed to wait. That way, like you let like your lungs get used to the pressure.
Yeah, you don't
'Cause
get the
if
bends.
that exactly, the bends. If you come up way too fast, your lungs can pop, and I'm just the idea of that, because I know me, I'll panic and I'll just like get me to
Yep,
the top.
yeah.
And I will. Yeah.
Get the bends, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Whatever that entails. Terrifying.
I think they got to put you in like some sort of like machine or
Iron
something.
lung.
I don't know. I really didn't pay attention. I was just kind of nodding. That's how I like graduated high
Listen
school.
to, well, same. Listen to the safety instructions. She's like,
Yeah. And they
crocodiles
started
and sharks.
doing math, and I was like, "This."
Oh, bro.
I just wanted to see fish. That's it.
Did you go skydiving?
I didn't. I ran out of time.
Kind of thank God for that.
Yeah, that actually feels like the safest one out of all of them, because at least like a professional is like right behind you, like pulling on the chute.
Okay. A little
I
different.
tried
but
surfing.
That's cool.
You think so?
I'm scared of it and won't do it because I'm scared of sharks and waves, but
And in
It's
Australia,
cool.
there's like a load of sharks.
Right. But you did scuba diving, so who are you to talk?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one was scarier? Surfing? Surfing. Really?
Surfing, yeah. I think the reason I actually did it was because there was like 60 other people there, and I was like, the odds of me being the one are not that high.
She said, hopefully my feet don't taste that good, and maybe some of those people over
I
there.
was like, there's some kids
There's
over there.
safety in numbers. There's safety in numbers.
Tender meat, like,
Yes,
it
yes.
ain't gonna be me.
All right, well, you survived both.
Yes, fortunately.
Yeah. I'm scared of the ocean.
Yeah.
Even without the sharks, you can take that away. And I'm just scared of like waves.
Yeah.
Like, toppling me. I've been toppled over by so many like strong waves. Like, it's not
I thought
fun.
you were about to say strong women.
Ah, that too. Fantasy. Strong women topple me over. How was the process of filming there? I know you had a lot of downtime in Australia to do all of the dangerous things that you could think of. But how was it also like filming there, being kind of out of your element? Really out of your element, like not anywhere close to home. Working.
Okay, filming there was really cool. When I got there, it was just the end of summer, so there was only 1 week where I got to experience the summer heat.
Ah, okay.
Summer heat there is not like I don't know when you got here, but like last week here, it hit like 117.
I was here in August, and then I drove to Vegas and Arizona.
Yeah, that's hot.
Big mistake.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
I was miserable. In Arizona, I couldn't leave the hotel. I was like, why did we come here?
Arizona, almost every house has a pool for that reason. Like
The pools are like jacuzzis. It's not even like relief. It's actually disgusting.
Okay.
I was like, why did I do this?
Where did you stay?
We were at like some kind of resort with my wife's family, but I was just like, this is not for me. This is way too hot.
Yeah, no.
I run hot. I sweat a lot. So like, it was really bad.
Do you feel like in New York you get it's really cold winters? So like,
Yeah.
which one? What do you like? What do you trade?
I'm just gonna no matter what the season
Okay.
is. I'm gonna complain about the cold.
love to complain. So
It's my favorite like pastime. No, I think that LA heat, at least, well, I can't speak for what it was like a week ago because I know there was a heat wave and it was like 100. But I will say that the heat here, as long as you're in the shade, you will feel a breeze.
yeah,
In New York, it's so humid and disgusting that you wish you could take your clothes off, but that won't even help because it's just like
yeah.
it's actually horrible. So I like this weather out here.
Okay. I can't take the winters. Like,
I feel you. And you're like from the Caribbean and
Yeah.
Florida and
but where the hell are so many Dominicans and like Caribbean people in New York? It's like I can't. I
yeah, what was that? How did the pipeline begin?
that's probably the city where anything can happen. Like
It's the concrete jungle where dreams are made of?
I.
There's nothing you can't do.
Damn it! You know what? I was just thinking about that
What?
that TikTok video of that girl.
one?
Was it Dr. Phil asking her if she likes hip hop and if she likes Jay-Z, and she was like, "Yeah, I know one song that like," but she said something like mustard.
Wet
seeds.
dream tomato? Concrete jungle, wet dream tomato.
You saw it.
No, she's a true Jay-Z fan. Hardcore
Yeah.
to the bone, she sounds like.
Yeah.
No, I love New York. It's home. And I think I just love it so much because it's home. But I can see why people would leave. There's lots of reasons to leave. And the cold winters are nothing to with. They can be brutal
Yeah.
and be miserable.
I always wanted to live in New York, and my dream is to get a job there where I'm there for maybe like 6 months, but not like
Not during the winter.
No, no.
Well, you've been there in the summer, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
It wasn't too bad. I
Okay.
mean, I've been through Florida summers, and that's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But imagine a Florida
a
summer
swamp.
where like you don't have a car really to like
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
car to house in New York. It's like let me walk into the subway where it's 20 degrees hotter.
Oh.
You got sweat dripping down your back to your butt crack and you're just praying for the train to come.
Like, okay, I moved into this apartment, and I'm so grateful to not have to do that heat that I was doing for like 10 years, where it's literally like second floor, nothing above, it's just we're the top floor. And the heat in the summer in that apartment like was disgusting, and all you have is like a wall unit because these apartments are built like in the like
Bajillion years ago.
60s or
Yeah.
whatever.
So you have to stand in front of it to feel some kind of relief.
You just go and buy a movie ticket, go to the movie theater, get the out.
live there for a little while.
Yeah.
I agree.
Get an AMC pass.
Yeah, luckily my house has central air, and I told my wife that like if we move, that's a priority. Like I don't want this window unit.
Yeah, no. It doesn't do anything except raise your electricity bill, cuz
Yeah.
those things suck up.
And unless you're
energy.
standing in front of it, it's not helping you across the house.
Yeah.
It's not going to do anything for you.
I don't know how we got here, but love New York, would love to live there. Can't do the winters. Oh,
I'm just
Australia heat.
Australia heat.
We went so far.
Because you know what? Like, I'm always so hot. And so, like, I will just get on my pulpit and start ranting about it.
Yeah.
But, yes, Australia, working there, how was it?
It was the biggest production I had worked on, and
Yeah.
I liked that I got there at the very beginning and got to experience that for 4 months, because normally when I work I'm only there for like maybe 2 weeks.
This is like the longest you've got to sit with a character, right?
Yeah. So that was cool. And also, like, everybody that was behind it, I was just, like, really grateful to be working with them. And The Kids Are All Right is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
I did not miss the chance to tell Annette Bening, I need your opinion like I need a in my
Oh!
Do you remember?
I saw that movie a long time ago.
Oh God, that's when she like goes off on Mark's character, like Mark Ruffalo. I was like, it's my.
That's
Yeah. Yeah,
You love her?
I love her.
How was it working with her?
Crazy, like
But yeah, she's like, she was your mother-in-law to be.
yeah, and I was like, damn your daughter for ruining this. I could have been part of this family. It was really cool. Like, I love seeing like veteran actors work because they've done it so many times that they're so comfortable, and then you watch them and you're like, all right, I'm gonna get there too. Like, that's gonna be me one day where I'm just like I'm dominating this, and then she was just so comfortable, and man, when she starts doing I love when an actor can do a laugh and it's so good that you just start laughing with them, like, and then like it's not
acting.
Yeah, but then you're like, oh, but it sounds so good, like, yeah. She's amazing, and Sam Neill was really cool too. My nephews and my cousins, like growing up, huge Jurassic Park fans. I wasn't like that into it, but then like seeing him.
He's the guy.
Yes.
Oh my God, he is. Now that you mention it.
Yeah.
Wow, he is. I guess I didn't look him up because, a lot of people like to like go on IMDb and like look everybody up. I looked some people up, but his character in Apples Never Fall just pissed me off the whole time. He's just like a grumpy dad.
Yeah.
I didn't want to look him up, but now, yeah, he's from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and Peaky Blinders too. Like,
Oh shit. So was your family like so hyped that you were working
yeah,
with him?
it's so funny because like some people were like, oh, I don't know who Annette Bening is, and I'm like, who are my friends?
Yeah, you're like, you're dumb.
Yeah, and then other
hate
people
you.
were just like, Jurassic Park's my favorite movie, like, and so all the men in my family were very excited, and then all of my gay friends were very excited about
Annette Bening.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess for your character, it works out that you didn't marry into that family.
Yeah.
I feel like a little more trouble was just they just seemed very troubled.
Yeah.
It was in your best interest that you just run your restaurant
yeah,
and find somebody else.
yeah, and yeah, keep my family money to the side.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah, don't be giving her a loan.
No.
If she's out there cheating on you.
Yeah. it's
Off
tragic.
a hunch.
Yeah.
Off a little hunch.
Well, I guess emotional cheating.
But that's why communication is important
Yes.
in relationships,
Yes.
friendships, anything. Because when you assume,
It makes an ass out of you and me.
and then you break up your wedding.
That too. Yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have to talk about the L word. That just feels like illegal if we don't.
Yeah.
I don't have to explain how important the L word is to lesbians, especially like growing up with the original. So just tell me like who, what, when, where, how that happened, and how it felt.
So I remember like a year before I got that audition, I think it might have been during season 2 or something. I was on a hike with my friend, and I was like,
Bushwalk.
a bushwalk at Runyon Canyon. I was like, manifest. We would always go on these hikes, and we would like manifest something, and it was crazy because a lot of good things did come from those hikes, and a lot of what we put out there. I was like, how the f have I never auditioned for this show? I'm as gay as they come. Like, come on.
You're gay?
Oh, this is my coming out. This is my.
You heard it here first,
Yeah.
folks. Exclusive.
I am a Lebesian. And
Breaking news. So so you manifested it.
yeah, I got the audition. I think I originally went in for Chris Renfro's character, which he was like who I don't even remember what it was actually. Some like influencer who dude, I can't remember anybody's name right now.
Can my fact checkers backstage my expensive, highly paid cast figure that out?
So Alicia Haley's character is like dating some like influencer. Yeah.
She so many people, I can't even remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he was young, right? Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I think I auditioned for that role. And
so that was supposed to be a female?
I think it was just non-binary. So like.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they might have been open to anyone for that role, and then I ended up reading for, bro. I literally forget everything.
I'm sorry. Smoke weed.
Who was the love triangle situation? Huh? Dre.
Dre.
I was like, God, I forgot
Danny.
everything. Who's my character again?
Roxy. Yeah, I was about to use like.
Bro, I'm like, I was about to say Gina. No,
that's someone else.
I should have brushed up on my IMDb before I got here.
I should have studied myself.
What is
so Roxy, Danny.
I auditioned for Dre.
Okay.
And I had really fun. But
I feel like I could see that.
Yeah, and then there was like this, I think it might have been the singing aspect, because I was like, I'm not really a singer, and I think that was written in there. I auditioned for that, and then I was like, this is like my vibe. Didn't get that. Ended up getting the Roxy audition, and I was like, this is a weird. It ended up turning into something else, but I'm so glad that I got to be a part of that show. I was like 15 years old watching it at like 11 o'clock at night while my mom was sleeping upstairs, making sure the sound was low, because like
same
the sex scenes, especially. And then I remember
there was so much sex scenes back then.
Dude, my favorites were like. I loved Tasha.
Did you?
Yeah.
I didn't like her. She was like just like always in a bad mood.
Yeah.
But why was she your favorite?
I don't know. I think maybe because she looked like my ex-girlfriend at the time, so maybe that was it. Like one of my first like girl crushes like in high school. So I think that might have been it. But obviously like, Shane and Carmen. I loved watching the show. So getting to like work on it, I was like stoked as hell.
I mean, I'm sure that it's hard to describe in words, but I feel like I can try to imagine. Like that's like it's something that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Like you said, in secret, hiding the sex scenes. Like my mom all of a sudden had to do laundry every time I was downstairs trying to like sneak watch it. Like she kind of knew what was going on, trying to flip the channel. I'm like, now I gotta watch it like on repeat tomorrow. But
I was on repeat all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was kind of like part of our upbringing, and in a time where it was a little bit harder to be gay.
Yeah.
I think now, like, this is like 20 years later, it's like a lot easier for kids, and I'm sure.
It's very gay now.
It's very gay.
Yeah.
A lot of kids themselves don't care in school. Like, maybe some parents still have an issue, a problem, or difficulty, but at school, like, nobody cares. Everybody's gay.
Yeah.
I think it's even, like, cool to be gay, which, like, I'm like, why couldn't
Billie Eilish is doing a good job at that.
Yeah.
I think as soon as Billie Eilish did that, everyone's like, oh, okay, yeah, we're a little.
Everybody's like, oh, I'm gay too.
Yeah.
I would open it up for her. So you got Roxy.
It's funny, like, the global audience that the L Word has, it's really shocking to me. I had no idea because,
Really?
like, I've done shows on a lot of different networks, and the L Word is the only one where I've been stopped and recognized for. And I'm like, I literally just had like 2 episodes in the last season of the reboot.
Right.
I'm like, in Australia,
That's
I've
cool.
gotten stopped, like in New York and in Florida and here, and I'm like, never like any other show. It's always been the L Word.
Well, you got to remember, especially the original was like the only thing of its time.
Yeah.
Almost like the first. If there's some movies that were out, obviously, but as far as like a show that ran for a long time, 6 seasons,
Yeah.
that's unheard of. It's solely about lesbians and their relationships, and so it like I was saying, is meaningful. It has a lot more meaning than just like a show. People can say that it discriminated against a lot of things or people and didn't portray like trans people. That's absolutely correct. For its time, it was still ahead of its time.
Yeah.
And there's, like you said, there's people around the world just craving something that represents them.
Yeah.
To see people that look like themselves. I heard a rumor that Roxy was written for Demi Lovato.
I heard that too.
Do you know is there like anything to substantiate it?
I don't know. I mean, who knows? I mean, probably.
So it's true. It's confirmed.
I don't.
Do you want to look into the camera and apologize for taking her job?
Okay. All right. I'm sure I didn't take her job. I'm sure she passed on it, and then I was fortunate enough to take her like leftovers.
No leftovers. I'm just with you. I'm actually really glad that even if that is true, like I'm glad that didn't happen because.
But also, she could sing, so
Yeah.
maybe she was going for Dre.
Maybe.
But
I
she can sing very well.
I'm not a fan of like cameos without a real reason, and I think a lot of it went to prove this to be true is when you're doing too much of that, it's because you need to like elevate your show. Like something else is lacking, so like let's just bring a bunch of stars. Like Broadway shows do that all the time when they're not doing well. Let's get a famous person to be the lead. Doesn't matter if they can't sing.
Yeah. Bring in
So
audiences.
I would rather the job be given to someone like yourself who like works really hard on their craft and is out here trying to make it for themselves. So I'm actually glad that it wasn't given to her. It was given to you.
Me too. I'm like, she's made a lot of money. I was like,
yeah, she's fine.
Let's
Last time I checked, she's doing fine.
She's doing great.
In some ways. Other than the L Word, like were there any other lesbian shows or movies that you watched growing up or as a kid?
Oh.
Like for example, like I watched Imagine Me and You with Lena Headey, who's now like super big from Game of Thrones.
I haven't seen it actually.
Come on.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
what
gonna
are we
do that
doing?
tonight.
What are we doing? That was like my comfort movie. I used to watch it like every night and be like, I hope I fall in love one day.
I
Did you watch anything? Gia?
Yeah. Oh my God.
I wore that VHS out. And myself, probably.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I went on a Google spree on Gia and like try to find every image of her. I think I had like a folder printed of like
The real Gia?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was gorgeous.
Oh my God, yeah.
Somehow more gorgeous than Angelina Jolie playing her.
Which is crazy.
Yeah,
right?
they're both stunning.
Well, she had like a Cindy Crawford look to her, but also like kind of mixed with Angelina.
Yeah. Kind of like that, like, I don't want to say masculine, but like, that, like
androgynous
and kind
Can we
of
bring
like.
that word back a little bit? Because I feel like
I was
it's
just
kinda-
thinking that yesterday. I saw that word and I was like, wow, people say mask now instead of that. And I don't think mask covers everybody's identity.
I like androgynous because it's like it feels kind of fluid.
Yeah.
You know?
Because it's like, how am I feeling today?
And it doesn't, and I think because it's not like gender specific, right? Because I think non-binary is like gender, no gender.
Yeah.
But I think androgyny could be more like just like your overall style,
Like a
or
spectrum.
form of expression. I don't know. I don't know.
How would you identify yourself, if you do identify yourself at all as anything?
I feel like my look is androgynous,
Okay.
but I identify as a woman and lesbian, and I don't know. I feel I was saying queer for a minute, but then someone was like, "Well, you're not really queer," and I was like, "Well," and then I was like, "You know what? Just don't define me anything. I don't give a shit. Call me whatever the fuck you
How
want."
is somebody telling you that, first of all? That's interesting.
I don't know. I feel like
There's a lot of label
I don't like
politics.
being like too specific with anything.
What is the gayest thing that you currently do? For example, my wife likes to play rugby now. She loves a good carabiner. Those are gay. She says, I walk gay. Have a gay walk. What do you do that's like really gay?
I have a gay walk. I have a pretty gay walk.
You have a gay walk?
I've been told this.
Do you walk fast?
Sometimes, but then I'm around tall people all the time, and then like they take really big steps, and I'm like, hey, can you slow down? I gotta
Who are you
keep.
telling?
Oh yeah.
4'11". Yes, it's hard. For every step they take, I take like 2.5 running behind them.
Yeah. What's the gayest thing? I don't know.
I guess you're not gay.
You're
not queer.
Okay.
You're not gay.
Yeah.
No, you're pretty gay.
I girls. That's pretty gay.
That's gay.
That's as gay as
That's
it goes,
gay.
I think.
Someone in my YouTube comments once commented, your eyebrows looked like they were drawn on by one of the 7 dwarfs. I laughed
Which
so...
one?
Right. Sleepy, probably.
Okay.
If he was insinuating that my eyebrows look shitty. I laughed so hard at that, and I honestly think about it often. Has anybody ever said some out-of-pocket shit to you, whether it be online or in real life? Has anybody ever come up to you and told you something like that? Or just like backhanded comments?
I mean, I have to think about something recently because like I don't. Maybe people do say shit all the time, and I just kind of don't really
Notice?
hold
comments?
it or like put it in my memory. But I used to get Michael Jackson all the time when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to come home really upset because people would say like, "Oh, you have a Michael Jackson nose," and I get really upset about it. Come home crying, and then my mom would be like, "Mija, Michael Jackson paid a lot of money for that nose that you got for free," and then that didn't really help because I was a kid.
Yeah, of course.
But
nothing our parents will say will make it better.
But as an adult now, everyone's like, "Did you get a nose job?" And I was like, "No. Look, I got bullied about my nose, and now people have a different appreciation for it. No, it's natural. Like,
Well, you don't look anything like Michael Jackson, I must say. And your nose doesn't look like his either.
thank you.
I did
I
get
don't-
bullied for my nose as a kid, and I got a nose job because of it.
Did you?
Yes.
It looks really good. I
Well,
can't remember-
it was
that's-
expensive.
Yeah. there you
Mija.
go.
Spent a bunch of money on it. No, I like broke it like several times as a kid, and it was like witchy. It was really bad.
Did you have like a?
Bump.
I love a like prominent nose.
I've heard a lot of people say that, like, to other people with big noses, like, you have a great nose.
I love a girl with a nose, like
Really?
like an Italian.
I was about to
or,
say
like,
Italian,
Yeah.
Greek. I want to do a quick, like, silly this or that. I'm going to ask you a question, and it's just like, top of your head, you just pick one.
Okay.
So, like, red or blue? Blue. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
And these are all based on things that you like, right? It's not
Okay.
just random.
Okay.
This is catered to you. Who would win in a fight? Hermione Granger or Luke Skywalker?
Hermione.
Why do you say that?
She's a woman.
Yes.
She can probably take more pain than Luke.
Absolutely. Who would win in a fight? Darth Vader or Voldemort?
Darth Vader.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just because, like, Harry Potter beat Voldemort, so, like,
Ooh. You ain't at Voldemort.
yeah. And also, like, I had to give one to, like, Darth Vader. R.I.P. James Earl Jones.
Oh, yes, R.I.P. It's been like 2 days. That's crazy.
I know.
Mufasa, too. This one is based on characters you've played. Who would win in a fight, Roxy or Gina?
Gina.
And how come?
She's from South Florida.
Ooh.
Yeah, and what? Roxy's like, you know,
Some rich girl.
rich girl,
Yeah.
probably, like, yeah.
I thought the same thing when I
Yeah.
wrote the question. I was
Gina.
like, Roxy ain't beating nobody up. Except for maybe Denny's. No. All right, this one's a little bit more rapid fire. I'm not going to ask you why. Just answer whatever comes to your head. This or that. You ready?
Okay.
All right. Sancocho or bandeja paisa?
Oh.
I know, it's not easy.
Sancocho.
Okay. Riding motorcycles or running?
Running.
Star Wars or Harry Potter?
Star Wars.
Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction?
Kill Bill.
Correct.
Yeah.
Acting in films or acting in TV?
Films.
World Cup or Copa America?
World Cup.
Kobe or Messi? I know, I'm being messy for that question.
Messi.
Woo!
Yeah.
Twix or Kit Kats?
Kit Kats.
Okay.
Have you? Ooh, okay. How do you eat a Kit Kat is the question.
Mine's like embarrassing. How do you eat a Kit Kat?
I've been doing this since I was a kid.
Okay.
And I think the only person I've seen, I think Kourtney Kardashian talked about it.
Okay.
She's like, you break down the chocolate on the sides first, and you have to like take it off. So you get this side first, then you hold it like that, and then you get the chocolates, and then once you remove that without breaking the wafer, then you get the top, and then the hardest is the bottom because it's so thin, and then you go layer by layer. It's
That
a
is-
deconstruction.
That's intricate. That's not how I eat mine. I like to bite off the top. I guess it's like the wafer, one wafer.
Yeah.
And then there's like a foundation left, and then just like
Okay.
a mouse.
Yeah.
I'm a little mousy. I like to like break down food so that they last longer.
Okay.
So like 2 Kit Kats that come in like a little thing will last me like 20 minutes because
I don't understand how people can do that because if something's good, I just throw the whole thing.
But then
in
it's
there.
over. Your satisfaction is done.
And then you get another one.
Well, that's the problem. The reason I asked about the Twix and the Kit Kats is because I don't think that I don't think you should have to choose. And we can go with something.
Oh, Tim Tam! Shut the up.
We can go with something that is a little bit of a mix of both.
Have I talked to you about this?
I don't know, have you?
When I was in Australia, the addiction began.
I heard.
You can't have one. You have the entire sleeve.
So let me know tonight if that bag still exists or not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard that you like those.
Bro, you have no idea. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's
You're
a reason why, like, I'm so glad that we don't have these here. There technically is a place over here but I avoid that place.
The place that sells like foreign.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel
World
you.
Market?
What is it called?
World Market?
World Market.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, like in the malls by my house, they literally have like they only sell foreign cookies and chips.
Yeah.
And they're like $8 a bag for like a Lay's sriracha special thing from Thailand.
This should have been your question. Twix, Kit Kats, or Tim Tam?
All right.
Okay, but we're good. Concentrate.
Who would win in a fight? Twix, Kit Kats, or Tim Tams?
Twix. I think, in a fight.
Okay, why would Twix win?
Because of the caramel holding them together, they're a little sturdier.
Oh, wow.
I think you could actually throw a Twix at somebody and it'll probably hurt them more than the other ones.
Science. Women in STEM, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, if you had to choose, Twix, Kit Kats, or Tim Tams?
Tim Tams. Australians know what's up.
Ooh, is the coffee like they're so superior too? I've heard about it.
I went in there like, I'm from Colombia. We know what's up with coffee. No.
Apparently you didn't know.
No, Australians got it right.
I've heard it's like superior.
Yeah,
to
even
everything.
like even the like a little shop in the mall at a bookstore, like nothing like extravagant. Best coffee.
Blow your socks off. See, I have to go.
Yeah.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty much it. I really, really appreciate you coming and, talking some about air conditioning. It's my favorite topic. But where can the folks find you? Anything coming up? Or where will you be running?
Right now, I honestly, probably if you watch football, I've got a Chevy commercial that's about to come out, and it's gonna like, they're gonna play it so much that you're gonna get sick of watching my face.
Oh, I can't wait. Chevy. I remember New Year's when you were on the Megan Thee Stallion, the Planet Fitness commercial.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this popping up on my TV.
I do a lot of commercials.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the bread and butter.
That's cool. I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, it's more lucrative. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, usually just like it's a day or two of work, and yeah.
And do you get paid every time it plays?
Yeah. It's nice. That's good.
That's good.
That's a good.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I forgot I had one more thing for you.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just based on what I've seen. Like you like to hang up pictures in your house, and I thought this was really cool. You can grab it.
Have you been? Did you? How do you? Okay. All right. I was like, did I talk about how much I like Star Wars? There's like,
I don't know. Here at Nicole Reacts Up, we have a extensive research and data team of me, myself, and I now.
this is really cool. Star Wars is the first movie my dad bought me. He got me the trilogy on like VHS, and it was like the only thing I grew up watching, and like back that and the Titanic, but the Titanic gave me nightmares. For real. Introduction to Anxiety.
Yeah.
But I love Star Wars. Like, that's also when I fell in love with Natalie Portman later on, and I knew I was like gay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool.
Yeah, I saw that you like to have like things hanging up behind you.
Yeah.
Like in a lot of your interviews, and I thought this was really cool because it's kind of like an import poster, cooler than just like regular old English.
Is this Japanese?
Let me see it.
It has to be, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, I would.
So.
So sweet.
Follow her on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Instagram is PPPLACIDO.
PP Placido.
3 P's Lacido.
Love that.
I don't know.
Simple.
Yeah.
No numbers?
No.
Good.
And I think that's it. I got a TikTok, but
You ain't doing it.
nah, I'm
Ain't
just
nobody got time
scrolling.
for that?
Not really.
Lurk?
I like to watch videos that teach me how to do things. Yeah.
Okay. What was the last thing you learned?
Okay, that wasn't what I learned, but it was that it was a dog video of like when dogs heard Donald Trump saying that they're being eaten and cats are also being eaten.
The song?
No.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. You learned that?
No,
You learned how to do that?
No, what?
You said I learned.
No,
things.
it was something I saw last night, and it was like a video of a dog being very nervous and scared that all the illegal immigrants are going to start to eat them.
Yes, that's true. We are. All the immigrants. We're coming to eat your pets. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Paula, for talking to me today. And we will see you on another edition of Nicole Reacts Up or Nicole Reacts with. Bye.
All right, are you guys going to have a Tim Tam? You know what I'm talking about.
We were actually dancing to this.
Yeah, the dog's like.
They're like freaking out. Eat the cat, which is also a lesbian anthem.
You should put that. I was about to say at the end, I eat cat. I eat cat. Yo, this is phenomenal. Please, come on.